once again to the Forward Compatible Podcast. This is episode 13 for May 6th, 2012. My name's Tony, and I'm joined, as always, by my fellow podcasters, Mark and Joe.
Ooh, lucky 13!
And today we have a returning special guest for all of your listening pleasure. Please welcome back to the show, Tyler. It's been a while since we've had you on the show, so take a quick second, let us know your gamer tag, console of choice, how you got started playing video games, and really anything else you'd like to include.
Let's see. PlayStation, I got 2. I'm going to be switching over, probably by tomorrow, to New Daddy 18. Gamer tag, Overload Thunder, Steam. Steam is the same. So still working out the kinks for that. What was the second one, man?
Console choice.
Man, you're terrible.
Lately 360, but overall PlayStation 3. And what started me was the Super Nintendo era.
Very cool, very cool. All right, well, we could hop right into our weekly roundtable and catch everybody up on what we've been playing since the last time we all spoke.
Alrighty then. I got some Skyrim in this week. I tried out the demo for The Walking Dead. It was alright for me. I don't know, point and clicky. My most played game this week was definitely Trials Evolution, and then Sniper Elite, and the been doing Major League Baseball 2K11. I don't know why. Found a way to hack it, so now I have an amazing player. And
Cheater!
Yeah, I know. I got like an amazing pitcher who strikes out everybody right now. Nice, oh, and I did buy iBomber Defense yesterday. It was, I don't know. I don't know. I bought it.
Couple bucks? Was it just
one? Yeah, it was $8 for both the games.
Impulse buy? Nice. Is that on the Steams?
Yep. It's just a good, like, tower defense one that I found.
Yeah, I gotta look into that. What you been up to, Tyler?
Vita, Dynasty Warriors, Next, and a little Army Corps of Hell.
Try Trials. It's the best game ever.
Maybe I will.
Yeah.
360, Fable Heroes, Bloodforge.
Instead of buying that awful Fable game, you could have bought Trials.
Just saying,
For $5 more.
For $5 more and more fun.
Okay, you know what? how about Friday? I'll buy it.
All right,
I'll make a promise to you.
Just.
Honestly, I think some Borderlands with you guys. I remember there was one day we were playing that, and then what was the other one? Oh, Black Ops with my cousin.
Very cool. Joseph?
I have been solving Rubik's Cubes for the last 20 minutes.
Yes.
I got, my first one that I timed for a while, I got 2 minutes, 23 seconds, and then I got a 1 minute, 48 with my good cube.
It is pretty impressive. I've been sitting back. I don't think I've ever solved one in my entire life, and I'm just watching him do it. It's pretty crazy.
I also played some Tiger this week. I did, some of my event grid in Forza 4. I got 2 more check marks.
Uh-oh. Getting close.
I have like 18 check marks out of 100.
Yeah, that's a lot.
There's actually probably more than that. There's definitely more check marks than 100. But
ridiculous.
After Galloping Ghost, I picked up Mortal Kombat again because I spent a lot of time playing that there. So I did a little bit of that this week. And then in Binding of Isaac, I beat Mom twice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Screw you, mother.
For myself, I've been doing a little bit more of GoldenEye Reloaded.
I've been wanting to play that too.
Yeah.
I've had an urge to go back right now.
I actually been doing. I've been going through for the second or third time now. I'm going back with one of my other buddies on Halo Anniversary. So we're redoing that on Legendary, picking up some of the Chivos we missed. And what else? And I played a little Forza this week. That was about it. I haven't had much time. I've been swamped at work the last few weeks. So
yeah, same here.
Well,
yep. Who wants sexy stories?
I do. Everybody.
Race roof. All right. First story. South Park the game finally gets a better name. It's now going to be called South Park: The Stick of Truth. And the first thing that came to my mind was the Dick of Truth. But better than South Park the game, which has been known as for like 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah,
I don't care what they call it. I'm looking so forward to this game. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, hopefully it does better than the Tennerman's Revenge one, because that one flopped pretty bad.
Well, dude, Matt and Trey didn't actually write any of them except for this one. This is gonna be the first game that they actually.
I thought they wrote.
No,
they
just sign off on it.
They're
actually writing this game beginning to end.
Yeah, no,
so-
this one is actually. I mean, this is the first full release that they're gonna have since. Do they have any PS2 or is it? I know they had a bunch on N64.
They had the Racer on N64.
Yeah.
The
one with
N64 ones were surprisingly fun.
the one with the turkeys that came
Yeah.
after you. Was that just South Park the game?
Yeah, something.
I think that's really all they had up until the Tower Defense on Xbox Live.
Yeah, probably.
And then they had Tenderman's Revenge, like you said. I haven't even played that yet.
It's not worth it. It's like a platformer.
Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't really work.
that's all they've really pumped out. So.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that. I think it'll
Oh,
fall
and
into.
wasn't there like chefs
Oh, there was. That was on N64
Yeah.
too, I believe.
and Dreamcast? I think.
Yeah, it was. I think I played them both
Yeah.
actually. All right, Dead Island was cited to be getting a Game of the Year edition that will be coming with the 2 DLC packs and possibility of all of the like retailer specific weapons will be added in.
Woo!
Yeah, so
I got
cool zombie killing fun. I still have to finish it. I'm on like the last probably hour of the game. Still looking forward to finishing it. It's been good. Also, later in the week, Harmonix listed on their jobs page that they're looking for experts in motion gaming to make a brand new IP. Yeah. So
Say anything about this gen or next gen, or was
they
it?
said this gen. Oh well, it was like a next gen game, but some people say next gen is the current gen right now. And, they keep referring to it as that. So I don't know if it's gonna be this or the next one.
Excellent.
Yeah. Since some websites like to say next gen, but it means 360. All right. Family Guy was cited to be on Amazon. Family Guy was cited on Amazon.com, and they're going to be coming out with a game called Back to the Multiverse.
We're gonna have another Family Guy game.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And it's supposed to be out September, actually. That's
I
what
saw-
Amazon actually.
This
leaked
week
it
I
as.
saw the second trailer or pilot for Family Guy from '96.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious. I'll
So-
post it on the the Facebook page.
Wait, what is it? The
It's-
game or the actual?
No,
original?
No, the actual show.
The
There's
Super
a trailer.
Bowl one.
No,
No.
Oh, there's a trailer. Okay.
I'll post it on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
All right.
On the Foss books.
Foss books it. Angry Birds Space hit 50 million downloads this week across all platforms. That's my favorite Angry Birds one. I don't know if any of you have actually downloaded it. You should have
I
because it's free.
like that one.
I liked it.
Yeah, that one's my favorite one. It's pretty good. Right now, Joe and Tony are pushing laptops together to close each other's. By pushing theirs, they push into the whatever. All right.
Don't judge me.
I'll judge the shit out of you. Also, the EA and Nexon buyout got explained a little bit more this week. Basically, what it actually means is Nexon wants to bring FIFA Online 2 to the Korean market better, I guess. I don't really know. And they did confirm that there's no merger talk going on. It's all about bringing the FIFAs over. So, there you go.
Fucking A.
Okay. All right. Inside Xbox is sadly ceasing production in the U.S., which is sad because I really like their videos that they were posting. I don't know if you guys used to watch those. They used to post one a week or so.
Yeah, I follow Larry Herb on Twitter.
Yeah.
Not because he's entertaining or cool.
He tells you
'cause
about cool deals going on.
He's clearly not. But he does get all the inside information, and luckily for us, in a very sarcastic voice, his job is safe and nothing's changing. For
Yeah,
him.
it just sounds
It's
like they're going to
not-
stop posting.
Yeah.
But the company's still going to, like the Inside Xbox team's still going to be around.
Yeah, they're switching it up slightly, and I think they're continuing in Europe for a while because they have different versions
Yeah.
and different languages, and Microsoft's going to keep those going. They're just switching over the
the US
American
one.
version
I'm
of it.
interested to see what they do with it because, I mean, it was like my favorite videos that were like coming on there, other than maybe the IGN ones. Like
Yeah,
on
I like the
Xbox.
IGN ones.
Yeah.
And I actually like those two British dudes. Send
Those
send
guys,
you a message.
Send you a message
Those
is my
guys are actually
favorite.
pretty funny.
Actually,
Yeah, I like
those guys are great.
Yeah,
I love that they put them on the US consoles because they're so good.
yeah.
All right, Miyamoto compares the Vita and the 3DS launch struggles this week, and he kind of basically admitted that both of them struggled due to the lack of system-selling titles at launch. So it was kind of nice because Miyamoto's like, I feel you. I understand you're doing bad. It took the 3DS so long to actually get started as well once the Mario game started to come out. So,
Yeah, I was reading up on this too. He was saying that the Vita has a really. He was actually saying how impressed he was by the Vita's actual hardware. which we've told you guys on the show many times too. It's really impressive. It's just there's no software.
Yeah.
There's a few games. I've had it since launch. I still only own 3 games.
I have
Uncharted and Unit 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's good games coming up. I'm looking forward to Resistance. I'm looking forward to
Did you get
Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty. There's going to be good games. There's just nothing yet.
Did you get Escape Plan yet?
No, but that's download.
Get on that.
Get on them shits.
No, I actually have the same 2 games, and then I have Dungeon Hunter.
Yeah, which would be the only other one that's out right now
Diablo
that
clone.
Oh, it's so much fun.
But I mean, there's going to be some good games coming out. There's a lot of stuff in the pipe works. It's just not out yet, so it's kind of lame. And I think we're going to hit a price drop soon. So
There's Gravity Rush in what 22 days, Joe? Is that what
Yeah.
the thing says?
Yeah.
I think E3
23
they're
days,
I think
$8,
E3 they're
57
going
minutes,
to
and
they're going to knock
28
$50 off.
seconds right now.
They're going to announce it because they're struggling all over the world. Usually, at least Japan's got strong sales for Sony hardware, and they're not even selling them over there. So
That's because there's no...
no Monster Hunter,
exactly.
Nope.
and there's no big JRPG, which will also help them sell out there. But they're coming.
Oh
So-
yeah, they will.
Blops 2 finally was announced after it was leaks for, I don't know, months. They finally said, "Hey, it's coming out." What was it, November 13th? Had a kick-ass trailer to go along with it, which I applaud them on. It does look awesome. They also broke the day one pre-order record according to Amazon.com. Right now, it's 3 times higher than they were in Blops 1. So,
And it's beating out Modern Warfare 3
and
as
yeah,
well.
definitely
Yeah.
about Modern Warfare.
It actually really, really looks... I think I'm probably the biggest Call of Duty fan here, right? 'Cause
Probably.
everybody else
This one
hates it.
actually interests me. They do I like how they're adding the RTS part to
Yeah.
it. So that one will be cool. It's not a
Wait.
day one buy for me, but it might be something down the
This
road.
looks really, really good. Joe,
does.
I think you'd even like this one. This looks
I
awesome.
actually
I don't know if
will
you've seen
give
the
him-
trailer in full.
I mean, at least
The full 2 minute.
Oh, yeah, I
Rent
did.
it from
I was
somebody or
drinking
borrow it.
at a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me that.
Well, it was
Yeah,
only
I
the
can't remember
30. It
much.
was only the 30-second spot, right?
No,
'Cause it's a
no.
full, there's a full 2 minute
Because
trailer.
we were sitting there, it was me and Callie, and then some ex-Marine, Navy, whatever guy, and we
Yeah.
were talking to him. And me and him were talking video games, and we're watching this. I'm like, this is fucking long.
Yeah.
So it had
It
to
looks-
have been at least 2 minutes.
It was,
looks
I
good.
think it was. Sounds like it was the full
Um,
one.
They've explained
It was
videos too.
during the Bulls game,
Yeah.
if that means anything to anyone. Because
Could
that's
have been
why
a
I went to the
1 minute
bar.
spot. I think 2 minutes costs an awful lot on TV.
I don't know.
It's Blops.
Yeah.
It is Blobs. Activision does have some scratch.
Wait, so what was that news story that brought this up?
Oh, they finally announced
that they
it.
finally have made
Yeah,
official.
they've officially they did not announce it till this week. Even
Everybody
though
knew it was
Right.
coming. It's
Yeah.
like the worst kept secret. I already know that next year there's a Call of Duty, and this one's not
Modern
even.
Warfare.
I know that
something.
3
No,
years
it
from
won't be
now
Modern
there's a Call
Warfare
of
series
Duty.
anymore.
Yeah.
But
It won't.
well, they closed out the trilogy. I thought with
It won't
this
be a
one.
Modern Warfare. It'll
Yeah,
be a
that's
Call
what I'm
of
saying.
Duty.
It'll be something different.
Okay.
Yeah,
They'll come back with something totally different. Maybe.
Yeah.
World at War 2?
and then
No,
you got
that's Treyarch. You'd have to wait at least 2 years for that. But I think it'll be Blops 3 at that point.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's gonna be Infinity War's turn next year. Them and Sledgehammer. So
The zombies are back though.
Yeah.
The zombies, they're doing a really big overhaul on that for
Yeah,
this year.
that's actually in my rumor section.
yeah,
Because
stop jumping ahead, Mark.
yeah, Mark.
Jeez.
no.
We'll talk about that later.
So you got that,
After I
and
throw
then
Rubik's
like I
Cubes
said
at
with
you.
that RTS style thing, that's what actually interests me. Is you could basically step back from actually shooting and playing, and you can command troops to do it all, and then based on how you do, it'll affect the story. If you lose a battle, it's supposed to go one way. If you win it, it's supposed to go another.
Well, that's what I heard. It's the first
branching
It's the
stories.
first Call of Duty where you can actually die and lose a mission.
Yeah.
It's not like every other one where you die and they just respawn you exactly where you died, and you figure it out and you memorize the enemy's movements and paths until you beat it. This, if you actually lose and die,
Yeah.
it could it could
But
affect the game.
what's going to suck with that is the veteran playthroughs, because
Oh god.
I really want Call of Duty to get rid of the infinite spawning enemies until you get to that checkpoint and then they stop spawning, because if it's like that, it's going to be impossible, near impossible to not die.
They really don't infinitely spawn.
Yeah, they do. If you just stay in one
they
area,
do.
they'll just keep coming. That's Call of Duty's formula for since Call of Duty.
I beat them almost all in veteran, or I'm very, very far in all of them.
Call of Duty. I
can't-
want to say
can't-
Modern Warfare.
I
Modern
can't-
Warfare
I
was
can't-
the first one.
I
to
can't.
get
I can't think.
infinite
I can't think of it for sure right now. You might be right, but yeah.
Yeah, no, since Modern Warfare 1, there's been infinite spawns for their campaigns.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, which blows. Anywho, going on. Funny story, April Fool's joke, this is THQ's April Fool's joke is actually real and not false. They did it for the hell of it of releasing it on April Fool's Day, but if you are looking, Saints Row 3 Enter the Dominatrix is real. It is not fake, even though it came out on the April Fool's, and it will be a standalone retail game. So for like $30 or so.
No one cares.
That could be cool.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with no one cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. All right. Live action Halo 4 web series is coming in the weeks before release, so that will be pretty sweet.
Because I know that, like, if this was done, I really wanted the guy who made, what the hell was it called?
Your mother?
District 9 or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted him to do it.
He didn't want a part of it, right?
No, I
He
think
was
they
asked.
I think they didn't try. No, I don't think they. I think
I thought it might be for
the
the movie, not the web series.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I wanted him to make a movie for it, and they didn't. I don't think they trusted him.
Mm.
Microsoft Studios is like, 'cause he's too new of a director. But if this is the closest we're going to get to it, I'll take it. I'll take a web series. Because I mean, the Mortal Kombat mini web series is fucking awesome. I don't know if you guys have seen
I
that.
have not, actually.
Or not. That seriously, go YouTube them shits right now.
Halo 4's live actions have always been really good, though.
Yeah. No,
So
the Mortal
I have
Kombat
confidence
one's
in it.
amazing.
Mhm.
It looks like a full, big budget AAA title.
My
They're
bud-
like those little 8 or 9 minute movies, you know?
My buddy actually just got hired by NetherRealms, like last week.
Really?
So yeah,
Very cool.
yeah. So he's working there. Sixto is his last name. Funny enough, but he doesn't have 6 toes. I didn't know that till a little bit down the road. But anyway,
Until he took his shoes and socks off.
yeah, like what? 5 toes.
your name lies.
Yeah. Alright. Microsoft they announced they will be streaming the E3 coverage through Xbox Live. So you can sit at home and be on Xbox Live and watch the E3s.
That's cool.
Starting on
Awesome.
June 4th, July 4th, whatever, I don't remember. June 4th.
I know this is kind of a ripoff of PlayStation. Sony did this last year
No,
and
it
the year
didn't.
before.
Okay, yeah.
I know last year for sure. They might have done it up until 2 years ago. So, this is them being like, hey, we do ours too. But I guess it's good if you don't have Spike TV. But if,
I mean, that's how I'll do it, Just turn on the TVs and watch it.
yeah. Yep.
Peggy kind of leaked that the original Deus Ex is coming to PSN.
Yeah, I heard this too. This was a PS2 exclusive. So-
And PC and Xbox.
It wasn't on Xbox.
Yeah, the original.
You sure?
Yeah, the original Deus Ex.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, well, I guess scratch everything I was about to just say.
Oh, okay, go ahead. No, just say it, because I'm actually just checking
Scratch.
it.
Oh, no, I was
Pretty
going
sure
to... I could have swore it was I thought it was PS only back then, and
I might be
apparently...
thinking of the...
Apparently I'm wrong, but
That's like,
that's why they're going to get the exclusive... It's not coming to XBLA because of that. That's why it's only coming on PSN.
no, yeah, it was right. It did not release on Xbox. The expansion did, though.
Suck it, Mark!
Well, the other one after. So, yeah, Invisible War. I think I'm pretty sure that one. Yeah, that one was on Xbox.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. Oh, that was the exclusive. Funny enough, the next game, the Invisible War, was exclusive only to Xbox, but the original was only on PC and PS2. While the second one was.
Those guys that do sexes,
Yeah, they
be silly.
They went to both sides. They did it both ways.
Just hoard it out to everybody.
Yeah. All right, motion capture actor Eric Layden, best known for his role as Cole McGrath in Infamous, announced his recent work as Cole
Shocker.
on the Twitters. If you can't find him anymore because I took him down, but basically it either means he is a confirmed character for PBR, which is what I'm calling it now because I love PBR. That's the beer. I don't like the game yet, but yeah. So the PlayStation
Love beer.
Battle Royale, or Infamous 3, more than likely is going to be the PBR, though.
I bet it's a little bit of both. If Sony lines their cards up right, they can, like, when the PS4 launches, they're really lined up for, like, a lot of everything. They could have Infamous 3, Uncharted 4, Gran Turismo 6, all within, like, the first year.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be the goal.
Do we have any beer left over from last week?
I don't know, go check the fridge.
Wow.
Over-exaggerated. Yeah. All right. Next story. I found it interesting. I hope Tony knows a little bit more on it. It was hard to find some details, but currently
I know about
the
this.
Xbox 360 and the Windows 7 phones are banned in Germany. You cannot buy a 360 or a Windows 7 in the Germans.
Okay, so here's what happened. Motorola has a patent right now. It's on two small parts that are within the actual Xbox.
My beer. Go on. I'm sorry. I'm opening my beer.
So there's two parts inside that are made by Motorola that Xbox actually did not get the approval to use in the Xbox. They found out about it late because I think it's in the newer model. That Motorola found out about it. They're just looking for a payday. I don't think they're really looking to shut down Xbox's shipping out all over the world. Germany's the only one that passed it so far, so they're not allowed to be sold there. Or they're not allowed to be shipped there anymore. The actual ones that are within Germany right now in the stores, on the shelves, can still be sold.
But after that, it's done.
Microsoft can't physically ship any more to Germany. But, like I said, I'm pretty sure that Motorola's just looking for a payday, especially because they were just acquired by Google recently.
Is that what it was?
So I think Google just wants some money. I don't really think they're like
you
trying to start a war with Microsoft here.
Yeah,
I think
no.
they're just kind of like, hey, you're using some of our stuff.
Give us money.
give us $5 per console or something like that for the technology, and we'll call it a day.
Yeah, I can see
But
that.
they're still in talks right now before this goes in countries outside of Germany. But like I said, it should probably be resolved within the next week or two.
Because I know, like, U.S. judges were, like, not ruling on it, but they were giving their opinions of it, and they were basically saying that they shouldn't listen, like basically it won't happen in the U.S. is what they're saying. Like, U.S. will not ban that if, like, the sale of them.
Oh, yeah.
That was another story I was reading, like, from some high judge person who is probably going to get me deported now.
Yeah. Yeah, back to Canada with you, Mark.
God damn it. I'm going to have hockey and beer.
Yeah.
Deport me now!
Deport me with him.
All right. This is the saddest story of the week. Valve announced they are not going to be announcing anything at E3. I'm very, very disappointed in Valve lately.
Disappointed and shocked.
Disappointed and shocked, yeah. I mean, they're doing the Portal 2 level editor, which is awesome, but
Can't wait.
they have some of my favorite titles, and they're not doing anything with them, and it's disappointing.
Don't they only got like 100 employees?
They're the highest paid employees of the entire industry.
Oh yeah, I'm not doubting that. I'm
No,
just
no, I'm
there's
just
only
saying,
like
fun
100 or 200 of them, right?
Yeah,
I mean, how
it's
much
a
can they?
small team.
I know, like, I think they built these like unachievable expectations of all these games that are supposed to be coming out, like with what's it called?
Half-Life,
yeah, Half-Life
Left
3 and
4
stuff. Like,
Dead,
it's
yeah.
never gonna
Portal
like shut
3,
everybody
whatever
up.
they
It's just not. They built these series up, and they're
Like,
just
they're
like,
working on Ricochet 2 right now. I'm like, nobody gave a shit about the first one. Because it's a series from early 2000s, I think.
I'd
maybe
be
in
scared too to make
late
Half-Life
90s.
3. You're never going to make everybody happy. It's exactly what happened with BioWare with Mass Effect. You're just going to piss everybody off.
I really think Valve, out of all the developers, would be some of the people to keep up those expectations, just because Portal 1 was like one of the most renowned, games that came out of its time, because it had all those little jokes in it and all that fun stuff, and they did keep it up with Portal 2. I really think that they do have such high quality of talent over there that they will be able to deliver something that'll be awesome.
I mean, they're working on CS, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's their next big one. And,
Yeah.
I
just don't like how they split up the studios to work on Ricochet 2, and then they have Go, and then I'm not sure what else. They probably have something else under
Do you think Team Fortress 3 is even being talked about yet?
No, not yet. They're making so much
That's
money
already been out
off
5-6 years, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's only been free to play for the last, I think, year,
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Mark on.
and they're still making bucks off of it.
Yeah.
It'll be a little bit before that. How their system was is you had Half-Life would come out with a new engine with it, and then Half-Life would be the game to come out first, and then after that you'd branch off to those other big titles because you just used that engine, and it was nice because all you had to do was kind of remake things and even reuse them if needed.
Well, Half-Life could also be waiting for the 720 because the first one was on the original Xbox, and the second one came packaged
little
in
bit
the
later.
It came packaged in the orange box thing.
Yeah.
They always get ported over later. They're on PC first, but maybe that's what
No,
they're-
the orange box was incredible. That was
maybe,
great.
Yeah, maybe they got a super sneaky deal with Microsoft that we don't even know about, and Half-Life 3 can't come out till the third
gen.
Xbox. You know what I
Next
mean?
gen,
We don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. So,
All right, I got 4 sexy stories of the week left for you. My favorite is this one. Company Heroes 2 information is finally leaked thanks to this month's issue of PC Gamer UK.
Tony, what are you laughing at?
I think we're going way over on Mark's part. And,
Yeah.
And last week he was bragging about how it's never his fucking fault.
Nope, never my fault.
And the next week after he says it, we're going over on his segment.
Whatever. The new
Yeah.
campaign starts in 1941 and will focus on the Eastern Fronts with the story told through the eyes of a war correspondent. So you get to play as the Russian army, and you will have to apparently even deal with, like, the cold. I don't know how they're going to implement that, but basically your troops can freeze to death or something. I don't know.
So
Expect some E3 coverage and a 2013 release on top of that.
E3 this year is going to be awesome. There's so much crap I'm waiting to see.
Yeah.
I don't know much about this game, but we were just watching the trailer not 20 minutes ago before we actually started recording. It looks cool.
Yeah, that was actually Company Heroes 1, so that's from 5-6 years ago almost now. Yeah, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
All right. Elder Scrolls Online was announced this week. It is set 1,000 years before Skyrim, so I don't know. Expect a 2013 release on that one as well. I did look up a little bit on it. You'll get to play as all the normal characters. It'll have a class system. It'll use a stamina bar. To sprint, block, interrupt, and break incapacitating effects and stuff like that. I don't know. They gave a little bit basic details on it. For the guys doing the mod for Skyrim Online,
Make it work
This is a big hit to you because you guys have been working your asses off on that. I have been unable to play, sadly. I don't know. I can't get your mod to work correctly. But yeah, that's a big hit for you guys because I'm sure you'll still do well because you're free and that one won't be. But yeah. Kick in the butt for you.
Yeah.
Any news about monthly for online or no?
Well, I actually don't know because the monthly, subscription thing's been going out the window lately with everything. Mm-hmm. So I could possibly see Skyrim Online having a free to play aspect with it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. I mean, that's where the model's been going is the free to play because that's what everyone wants. WoW's going to be one of the last giants to probably do it.
Go Guild Wars.
Yeah. Go.
I don't know if WoW will ever switch. They have such
I don't think they will, but I'm saying they're one of the last people who will probably keep doing it just because
they have enough idiots following them.
Well, I mean, the non-free to play model still works. It's just like
it's been outstanding. You get more people to buy it just from that aspect of it.
Yeah, it's not like obsolete ideology. It's just different.
I mean, Tribes is working out great with their free to buy, and then you have all this points and stuff. I mean, their model works
microtransactions.
Well. I just think they're in different wheelhouses. I mean, you look at stuff like people are getting these huge gaming experiences out of like iOS and Android nowadays for like less than $5, but it doesn't mean that AAA titles are suffering for $60. You know what I mean? You could literally buy $25 games or whatever for the same price as a game or two that are AAA. You know what I mean? But people are still getting the AAA titles.
Yeah,
they're just different. I don't know.
All right, I got 2 sexy stories left. THQ will not have a booth at E3 this year. The publisher will still be in attendance, but because the booths cost about $1 million a piece, they will not be taking one out.
So maybe THQ is hurting.
Most likely. You could still expect to see Darksiders 2, Metro Last Light, and the Saints Row the third retail.
I think Saints Row made them a lot of money, which helped, and they're hanging on a prayer right now with Darksiders.
I'm surprised they kept on with Metro. I mean, Metro's a good game, but I was just surprised that they wanted to keep going with that series.
I think Darksiders has to be a huge hit, or THQ's done.
Yeah.
I don't think they're horrible right now, but I think they're putting so much time and energy and resources into this, where if it flops, they're in big trouble. Saints Row kept them afloat. I know that was a surprise hit because the games that did flop that they thought were going to do well, mainly to draw you and crap like that.
Oh yeah.
But then, like Saints Row, they were just expecting to maybe sell 1 million of them, and I think they sold 4.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was a pleasant surprise to them. So, and that was well deserved. It's a good game. A lot of fun, Joe.
What?
Saints Row.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
All right.
You're all idiots.
The sexy story of the week is not game related. It is Avengers is now the biggest opening weekend movie ever.
Suck on that, Titanic.
Yeah. Harry Potter, you can suck my dick.
Kind of game related.
I don't even know. It's nerd related.
Yeah, it's nerd related. They brought in $200 million this weekend. It is the second biggest opening day sales. It is the highest grossing Saturday movie of all time. And also on top of that, Hulk, the actor, got a huge 6 future movie contract.
Wow.
So expect a lot more Hulk.
We definitely needed that.
No, we don't.
Very sarcastic and
Oh.
eye rolling. You can't see that through the podcast microphones, though.
That was also probably one of my all-time favorite movies. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Ruin nothing, sir.
I will
I couldn't
ruin
hook up
nothing.
webcams to the
No,
podcast
just
though.
go see it. It is worth your $10. I paid $9, but no big deal. But yeah, totally worth the money. Best 2.5 hour movie ever.
Or you can be, illegal and just download it.
That's
There's
not why
no
we're
good
here,
times out
Tyler.
yet.
There's no torrent yet.
No, give your money to
So I bet you
Marvel.
there is.
Oh, there's some
And-
douchebag on a hand camera or whatever.
There's Stan Lee has a cameo that will make you laugh your ass off.
He
It's
always has a
great.
cameo, though.
No, this is the best one he's had.
Spoilers!
Well, he's always in all the Marvel ones. though.
It's true.
Yeah, he's been in every one of them, so I don't think it's
He's-
really a spoiler.
He was in Mallrats.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Fucking
have
love
Mallrats
Mallrats.
memorized front to back, sir.
All right,
Let's
so
put that to the test later.
that's your sexy stories of the week. I don't think I went over on time, so screw you guys.
No, you went over.
What am I going over with? What was I at?
Let's keep this going then.
37.
We'll hop right into this week in gaming. Yeah.
Fuck your mother.
Okay. This is the big one. We'll save that for last. No, I'm not even saying that.
Only we fuck up
May
names.
4th. No. It's
May
why
the
is
4th be
anything
with
having
you.
to do with InSync members on this.
Oh, that sounds.
Oh, because he's the voice of some character in Kingdom Hearts. We're not even mentioning that. Just forget it. 2007,
Oh, yeah, he's in Kingdom Hearts.
Spider-Man 3 hit the
Yeah,
I like
shelves.
Kingdom Hearts.
In sync and back.
Okay, do you really care that the guy from InSync was... Okay, I guess I'll just read it off.
not
'cause
really.
Everybody's getting mad.
I already
I'm just
knew this.
saying.
So.
Okay, the douchebag named Lance Bass, I guess, from InSync was born on May 4th, 1979.
Wow, that was a gay story. Why'd you go ahead and do
He
it?
voiced some name I can't pronounce in Kingdom of Hearts. Now do we see why I skipped it?
All right.
Man, that was the worst thing ever.
Bitches.
I was just saying I like Kingdom Hearts. That's all.
Okay, what is this? 1951, the Nimrod Computer Showcase at the Festival of Britain. 2-player mathematical puzzle. Presentation was not nearly as much.
Tennis for two.
Oh, okay, so it's like kind of an early adaptation of Pong.
Yeah.
1992, this is the one I was talking about
Yeah,
earlier.
which means it's 20 this year.
It's 20 years old from ID. Wolfenstein 3D made its appearance on
MS-DOS.
yes, then hit consoles a few years later. May 6th, Activision released the Return to Castle Wolfenstein: Tides of War. Okay, that was in 2003. 2003, Konami released Castlevania.
Woo!
Woo! On the Game Boy.
Love Castlevania.
Yay.
May 7th, don't know what that is. Lufia?
Yep.
Meh. They opened their doors.
Me?
2001, Ubisoft published Myst 3 Exile. One of the writers from this game is the head writer of Deus Ex Human Revolution. That was in 2001. And the biggest story of the week, in May 3rd, GameCube launched in Europe.
Hooray!
Yeah!
Weird shaped disc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really small. It was a weird
what she
shaped
said. They didn't
wanna
it was a
compensate for
weird-shaped
anything.
console. Didn't it only initially launch in purple, too? That was just so weird.
I think so.
Yeah, then it's
What other
like-
colors is it?
And then black.
Black.
I have a black-
know, and
I
then
have
they
a
have
black
a
one.
gray
black,
one.
silver.
Yeah. Yeah, they had that
silver.
really silver, like chrome almost.
Yeah.
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 Well, that's this week in gaming history.
Boosh.
Whoosh, take that. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
That's when you take over.
Yeah, about that.
See when that light goes on over Tony's head, be like, "Save me." That's when you go, yeah, see that one. See that light right there. Oh, funny story at the movie theater yesterday. The lights that are above, 2 of them, because of the base, fell out. Like, seriously, they're hanging by, the cord. Just 2 of them just hanging. It was hilarious.
Oh,
The entire theater is like, uh-oh.
All right, so emails this week. Brendan, our loyal listener,
Hi, Brendan.
one of our
Hello.
loyal listeners.
You'll be home next week.
Oh, that sucks that we have guests lined up for the next 5
We got to
shows.
schedule him before he goes back to school.
Yeah, I got time.
What is the funniest game you've ever played? For him, it was either Portal or Portal 2. I'm gonna have to say Portal 2.
I'm gonna go with Darkest of Days.
Really?
That game was like, I went in with such low expectations. The voice acting knows it's bad, like they're intentionally bad, And it's ridiculous. Like, he just, like, gives you an automatic shotgun in the Civil War, and he just, like, he says some stupid one-liner, and I'm just like, oh my god. And you go to rampage through Civil War vets.
or if you're ready, go ahead. I don't know if you need a second to think about
it. Man, I
Okay.
can't think of anything right now.
I actually have a three-way tie, which is
Three-way.
Well, two of them could be lumped together, and that is the first two Earthworm Jims. They are, if you've never played them, go back and just shooting cows. There's literally a level where you're bungee jumping against a booger, hanging off a stream of snot, and it's called Snot a Problem. And you got to actually bump him into the wall to kill. It's great. And the other game that would come really, really close is probably Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal with Captain Quark, who's one of the funniest video game characters of all time. Just his little quirks and stupidity, and just like, he's like a good guy deep down, but he plays like a fumbling idiot who will backstab you, and it's just the way they make him come off is ingenious. So
doesn't he actually do backstab you in one of the games?
In the beginning, you guys... No, he doesn't backstab you. After you beat Dr. Nefarious, he steps in and takes credit for it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's actually how he becomes... spoilers. That's actually how he becomes the president, because he takes credit for it. But you guys are friends anyway, so Ratchet and Clank just kind of let it go. And then he gets his own video game.
Yeah.
He gets his own video game within the video game.
Which is a pain in the ass to play, because...
Oh, I love those.
Well, I mean, I was trying to get the trophy for it, and it's like,
Yeah.
you gotta have two controllers just to beat it. It's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say... You know, this is the child in me saying this, not the 20-year-old. The Crash Bandicoot games, just because of the part where there's a bunch of levels where you gotta, ride a boar, ride a polar bear, ride a jet ski or something. I don't know. It's just some of those things were just really funny when I was a little kid.
Crash is a funny guy.
Yeah.
He's blatant 90s. He's that screaming 90s mascot trying to bump Mario and make him look like he was, old. Basically a Sonic 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Always, I'd have to say Portal would be like another one. And Portals are really funny.
Oh, they're hilarious. Portals
Yeah.
are, yeah. There's a lot of really funny games. I mean, the whatchamacallit.
That one, they're intentionally funny.
Comic Jumper.
Kinda
Comic
like,
Jumper is very, very
suck.
funny.
we're funny.
Yeah. I liked the Splosion Mans are really, really funny. For a guy who doesn't talk.
Twisted Pixel games. All Twisted Pixel games
Yeah.
have really good humor to it.
Yeah.
The Maw is great for their...
The Maw's funny.
Oh, Comic Jumper. Comic Jumper
I just
is...
said that, Dick.
Yeah, I know. That's what you said. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, Comic Jumper is probably the most funny, just because of the smart-ass star in your chest.
Yeah. I remember even the Beavis and Butthead game from Genesis was hysterical. That was before both of your times.
No, that's
I
what I was
played it.
playing.
That was a really, really funny game.
That's when I was playing my Genesis.
What else? I've played many funny games, but yeah, the ones that really, really stick out to me are definitely the Earthworm Jims and the Ratchet and Clanks. They're hysterical. Even Jak and Daxter, like the precursor orbs.
Yeah.
The first one, Daxter's freaking. Jack's like not funny at all, but Daxter's hysterical.
Well, the first one, he doesn't talk barely.
Oh,
Jack,
Jack,
I mean, yeah.
And then he just gets all like mad and
Yeah.
evil eco.
I gotta keep playing through the second one.
Yeah, I gotta platinum that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the funny games.
Sorry, I'm playing Earthworm Jim. Like, no joke.
Really? Which one are you playing? The first one?
Yeah.
You're playing Snot a Problem?
I would also say...
that's the first level, yeah.
Psychonauts. I didn't say that. Psychonauts is really funny, too.
Yeah.
I gotta play that. I'm gonna be honest with you, I never played it.
There's
It's a good game.
there's the third level in that Earthworm Jim game that you're playing right now. It's called What the Heck, and you actually have to go down to hell and you fight an evil cat. The game's just
I remember that.
I forget what the company is that made the Earthworm Jims. I wish they never went under or went away or whatever happened because they were great.
I'm having a hard time because I'm trying to play with keyboard.
Yeah.
I need to hook up a controller or something. All right, so next email is from Mark's friend Matt.
Hi, Matt.
I'm at.
And
Okay.
dude, smaller. I'm just going to read everything he wrote.
Smaller.
He wrote a lot. It was like a whole fucking paragraph.
He's
to
sending
ask
in
this
book
one
reports.
Yeah.
Do your homework.
Too
We're
much.
studying for finals.
All right. With Castle Crashers being one of my favorite Xbox Live Arcade games, I've been highly anticipating Game 3 or Battle Block Theater. However, the release dates keep changing, and it almost seems like they will never come out. What are your guys' thoughts on Behemoth,
Castle Crashers.
Behemoth, Castle Crashers, and Battle Block Theater? I love Castle Crashers.
Castle Crashers, that's another hysterical game that I completely
Yeah.
forgot about. I love them. Those, like, people say that like that kind of platforming is dead, and those guys shut everybody up when that thing came out. That's one of the biggest surprises to hit the PSN and the Xbox.
Totally forgot about Deathspank too. Deathspank's hilarious.
That Spank's also funny, man.
Poker Night at the Inventory is great too.
Didn't
That's
we all
just
get
totally
that
Saints
Saints
Row.
from
Saints Row
PlayStation?
3 is freaking
Yeah, we did hear about those.
Yes.
All right, we're not answering Matt's question. but-
You run around and slap zombies with big
Dildos.
purple dildos. That's freaking great.
You guys are stupid.
Me and Tony, when we were doing the co-op on
Oh
it, we
my
just kept
God.
laughing our asses off.
That's all I used to the whole game too. Is that or I don't know some.
I like the
Crazy
opening
ass thing.
scene when you're fighting against the helicopter and that song from the 80s, that Check I Need a Hero, starts playing
Yeah.
in the background. Okay, we got to get on to Matt's
Yeah.
question. A lot of funny games.
Yeah, the only one of the games I've actually played by them is Castle Crashers. So what was his actual question on it? Was like, what do we think about it?
Behemoth and Castle Crashers are out.
Yeah, Castle
I
Crashers.
was asking
was
him,
awesome.
I think Battle Block, because I never even heard of that. So I'm assuming that's
Battle
That's-
Block Theater.
That's
the
their
third
new
one.
one, right? I think Battle Block.
Because
Yeah, let's go
Behemoth's
look
the
it up.
actual company. It's those two friends.
Yeah.
I think that's what they labeled themselves
Battle
as. yeah.
Blocks.
Mm.
Blocks.
I just kind of find games once they're out.
Yeah. It could be. I mean, I trust those guys. I don't think they're going to pump out a bad game. They're also taking their sweet ass time with it. Because
Yeah.
so.
Let's see. I'm putting up a video.
Well,
Let's see
the
what
question
we
is,
got.
would you rather have a sweet ass game, or would you rather have a quick 1 year deadline and have something totally shitty?
Yeah.
Battle Blocks looks exactly like Castle Crash, a cross between Castle Crashers and Alien Homide, which they also did.
Oh, yeah.
It's their art style, like completely. This one seems to be a lot more ridiculous. It's like it's like a platformer more of than their other games.
Their games are so ridiculously in depth for how small they are. If that makes sense, just the level and progressioning system, the little animals or what have you that follow you around and give you the different powers
Those
depending
things are
on what you're
awesome.
doing. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, I'm looking at Battle Blocks. It looks actually really cool. It seems like it's definitely a co-op game to be, so you're gonna have to get a few people to play it. Which
I don't mind.
That's how Castle Crashers was as well.
Yeah.
That was not a single way. This one, it's like a platformer on crack. It looks like you can you help your friend up. Like, looks like you can reach down and pull him up. You can pick up your friend and throw him somewhere. It's cool. Reminds me of some of the old Splinter Cell co-op games where you had to work together like that. You had to throw your friends someplace, which was awesome. So yeah, and there's a boat you have to jump into. It looks cool. I'm looking at it right now just because I'm interested. So that's a game. I mean, looking at it right now, as long as I get 2 people to get it with me, I'd buy it. Looks good.
Oh, I'm totally in for anything that those guys
Yeah.
pump out, dude.
Yeah,
They're
so
automatic
we'll be
buys
getting
for
Battle Blocks now because the trailer looked awesome.
me. Yeah,
We'll have to all watch that later.
Yeah, Matt will be playing.
I like it.
All right. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes, sir.
Our last question of the week.
Yes, sir.
Andrew Dillon,
What's up?
our
How's it going,
loyal,
Andrew?
apparently loyal listener from New Jersey.
We love
Tell
this
your
guy.
friends.
We love this guy.
If you ever find yourself in Chicago on a Sunday, let us know.
Yeah.
Or any day. We'll
Is there
record.
some way we
Yeah,
can Is there some
fuck
way
it.
we
We'll
can?
record on any day, whatever.
Is there some sneaky way we could record over the internet with him? If he was on a headset for Xbox or something?
Skype.
Skype.
I could probably get him in here on Skype.
We'll look into it.
Me and Mark can test that.
Yeah, because I don't know. They're the tech guys. I know nothing about any of this shit. Seriously, yeah.
No,
With-
that would be really cool if we could get him in through Skype.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So what's this question?
We'll look into it.
So his question is, what do you guys think is the most overrated or underrated gaming companies?
Overrated? Underrated.
Well, I have 2 that I think are super underrated.
Go for it. Go dig it.
One being NetherRealms with Mortal Kombat because of all the fighting games out there, and everyone's so obsessed with fucking Marvel vs. Capcom, and Tekken and all that bullshit.
Street Fighter.
Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter too, but Mortal Kombat just gets like a bad rap just because no one plays it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my other one, and I'm sure Tony will agree with me, is Turn 10.
They are very
Because
underrated.
they make, hands down, at least for me and Tony, like the best racing game that comes out ever.
Yeah.
And then
I'm a big fan of whatever,
Polyphony.
the one from PS3.
Gran
but
Turismo.
Yeah, I'm big fans of them.
No, they're good too,
Yeah.
but
It's different, dude. It's just different.
they have a better audience in Japan.
Yeah.
Whereas Turn 10 gets like nothing from Japan. They just basically have the States and
They're
some of
they're
Europe.
the way it should be. They're worldwide. They have because the problem with Gran Turismo is there's like 50 different Hondas.
Yeah.
So I don't care. One or two Hondas is more than enough Hondas. Give me more, give me more choices. In Turn 10, they seem to lock up more of every different car company, and they give you better choices and whatnot. So.
Absolutely. But then with Gran Turismo now too. Gran Turismo and Forza get bad rap because so many people are so obsessed with Need for Speed.
That more cartoony of a game.
And they
the
just
simulator's dying.
fucking keep pumping out games year after year. Stop it, Need for Speed.
Cut out.
I'll have to say, most underrated, I think, is Obsidian.
Okay.
They're good too.
Yeah, I think they're underrated. I really do. Overrated, I'm definitely probably for Infinity Ward,
Yep.
Activision. I don't know. I think I should just go with Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward, you're overrated. And that one's just obvious.
I finally put time into both companies for the Call of Duty. I played some of the campaign in World at War, some of the campaign at Modern Warfare 2. World at War is so much better.
I've been telling everybody. We're actually the minority. This was actually what I was going to bleed into, because I have 2 overrateds and 2 underrateds. Treyarch, in my opinion, I know I'm the minority, is the far, far better developer. Call of Duty 3, which they made, is the worst Call of Duty, which gets them really, that's the one everybody... They played Call of Duty 3. It sucked. Treyarch was a tiny, tiny developer at that time who had to fill some big shoes, and the game sucked. It really did. After that, they just came out strong. World at War, Black Ops 2 looks amazing already. And you look at what Infinity Ward's done. Call of Duty 2 was great, as was the original, and so was the first Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 were terrible, and you're lying to yourself if you think otherwise. Infinity Ward is the far inferior developer out of the two, and I think they're overrated, and I think Treyarch's underrated, because if you go on the interwebs, go anywhere and just look at anything Call of Duty and go into the comments, people automatically just hate on Treyarch without even looking at the game or playing it, because they just assume that they're inferior, because everybody looks back to Modern Warfare, and that's the basis of everybody's ideology, and they just, everything they have to say about Call of Duty stems off a game that's 5 years old, which is bullshit. But they're not the two that another really, really underrated company that I feel is Insomniac. I think they pump out some of the best games on the planet, and they only sell like 2 million units a game. It's really sad, because those guys pump out gem after gem after gem. I buy stuff from them. If I see their name on the back of a box, even if I've never heard of it, I'll pick it up. I have that much faith in those guys. But they're shutting down IPs now because they're not selling enough, because they're not fucking Activision. They're not EA. You know what I mean? They can't do it. Another one that was really, really underrated up until Uncharted 2 was Naughty Dog. Those guys were awesome, but then Uncharted 2 came up and those guys blew up. They're no longer underrated.
Yeah.
They're not overrated either. They're probably the most talented studio in video gaming. I'm struggling to think of somebody better than them.
Well, I got a couple overrated that I think are overrated.
Yeah,
Atlas.
I got another one too.
Atlas, yeah.
Yeah, because like you with Insomniac, Atlas people will buy anything if
They'll
it says
blindly
Atlas.
buy it. Yeah,
Yep.
I know.
What does Atlas do?
Catherine,
They do almost every. They do almost.
like all the JRPGs.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I was gonna say almost every JRPGs now is through them. I have a couple of their free to play games off Steam. They're okay.
And then there's what's the other one?
That company that makes video games.
The one that does all the Final Fantasy games.
I was about to say Square Enix.
Yes,
Oh, they're
them.
overrated.
Square Enix,
my
I
God.
believe, is they're a good animation studio.
Yeah.
They make some of the best cutscenes I've ever seen. They're the most prettiest things, but the gameplay does not match up to the quality of their cutscenes.
Though I will say, Crisis Core was super fun.
It was.
I was thinking, I've been looking it up this whole time. My absolute most underrated studio is Eidos Interactive, which is Tomb Raider, Hitman, Deus Ex, Ken Lynch, whatever, leave that one out. Then the Thief series. And Championship Manager, which is surprisingly really big in Europe.
I agree. It's another one.
That is my most underrated.
I'm looking around at everything else. I'm just kind of like thinking right now. I mean,
Blizzard's pretty overrated too. Just saying.
They do 3 good series. They
Yeah.
know their limits. They haven't really tried to
And
explain
they're
it for a while.
overrated. StarCraft is way overrated. StarCraft 2 is god awful.
Company Heroes is better.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I think we answered that one. That was good.
Anyone else?
I enjoyed
yeah,
that.
those are really good. I know some companies that I think, personally, they're not underrated,
Hey, beer's in Spanish.
but
Yes, that was mine.
they're not underrated per se. But I don't think they get the due
Credit they
respect.
deserve.
Yeah, like things like Rocksteady and like even Epic. The guys that make Gears and the guys that make the Batmans. I mean, they do get a lot of praise as of late. And
Remedy.
Who's Remedy? I know what I've played
Alan
it.
Wake. Oh my god.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's
guys suck.
exactly.
No, I was okay with.
Underrated.
That's another very, very good example. They're not underrated because
They only
the
make
games,
one game right now.
the games do get their respect. People do acknowledge how good those games are.
Yeah. No,
But
I mean, they get great.
they don't sell the amount of copies
Yeah, who made that
that like I talked about this back on our Game of the Year edition that Gears of War 3 got overlooked by everybody, and I don't think that was justified because that game was perfect on all 4 elements it had between single player, multiplayer, horde, and even the what the hell was it? The reverse horde with the
Beast mode.
beast mode.
Beast.
And all 4 of them, they're really well balanced. Everything played really well, and just you look at other stuff, and like Battlefield 3 was in the running, and Battlefield 3 is some of the best multiplayer ever, but the campaign sucked, and that's all it offered.
All right, I got
So
one more.
it was
I have
one
one more as
example,
well.
and everybody's looking at Battlefield 3,
Underrated.
and they're not looking at Epic, and Epic had a way more balanced game throughout all the different aspects of it. Is what I'm
Third
trying to say.
person, most people, a lot of people shy away from third person, sadly.
All right, we need to wrap this up. Go,
All
Mark.
right. Rocksteady is underrated. They do the Batman series.
I just said that.
Wait, did you?
You
I wasn't
did.
listening. I've been looking. My bad.
That was the other one I was saying. The guys who made Batman and Epic. I just went into Epic thing more.
Oh, see, that's why I skipped over. I was like, oh, he's talking about Epic, and I've been looking. So
All right,
I'm
shut
paying
up.
attention.
Tyler,
Go.
last minute inputs?
Yeah, we really got to move on. Holy crap!
Yeah, I know. I got one more.
Underrated. I can't think of anything. Overrated. You guys, pretty much did with Activision. Actually, there was one for underrated. I can't think of right now. Fuck.
Well, let's move on.
All right, I got one more.
Pops in your head. Pop it
I
up.
got-
People who made Infamous and Sucker Punch.
That's Sucker Punch. Yeah.
Sucker Punch.
Yeah, already
Made
said
infamous. I also got one more. Underrated is Spicy Horse.
There you
Yes, they are severely underrated. Yes. High five, Joseph.
go. Any news for them?
Yeah, they're making a Little Red Riding Hood game.
Yeah.
I really want to try that out then.
So, all right, let's move on to rumors.
All right, moving on to rumors. I got a new a rumor for our guest for next week, if he's still on for next week.
Oh, you do bet your ass he is.
He better be after this rumor, because he might have something to say about this. The Bella Twins apparently decided to not renew their contracts with WWE and will not be appearing in WWE 13.
I don't care.
I don't know who the Bella Twins
I don't know who
are.
the fuck
Neither
they
do
are.
I.
I was a huge wrestling
I
fan
was
back in the day.
too, and then they got
Oh.
stupid.
Oh,
Oh,
they're
shit, those
hot
hotties.
chicks.
Damn.
Damn.
Okay, so
They should renew.
I think they should resign.
they were not in WWE 12 until a month after it came out in their first DLC.
Yeah, they be some hot chicks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been into wrestling in a really long time, but it's cool.
I heard The Rock came back, something like that. I don't
No,
know.
you know what I do? I Google after WrestleMania every year to make sure the Undertaker's still undefeated because that
Oh.
was something that's been going on since I was a kid, and I hope he retires undefeated. That's all.
Damn, yeah.
That's about the extent of my wrestling knowledge.
Wasn't there like a rumor or a story or something that Kane and Undertaker were like brothers or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I think they are in real
Something
life.
like
I
that.
don't know. Whatever.
Okay, whatever. Moving on, because Mark went over, so I'm going to try and go under.
All right.
Criterion is looking to hire AAA arcade racing title producer game developers.
They're burnout probably.
Yeah, that's what the game is looking a lot like from the couple pictures
What is it looking like?
Burnout.
Yeah, probably.
Another Burnout game might be coming out. Looking forward to it.
Since the
Paradise
arcade one
Paradise
didn't
was
do too
good.
well.
Yeah, I love Paradise. Burnout
The
Paradise.
Crash
We
didn't
gotta-
do so well.
We gotta get back on that, Joe.
It was Paradise, and then Crash came out, and Crash kind of flopped a little bit.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Look at it.
All right. Star Fox for the Wii U.
Oh god.
As soon as I read this, I thought
Let
of
it die.
Why?
because she was talking about how that's one of the games she can always go back and play on the 64.
Yeah.
It popped in my head when I was reading this. Yeah,
Let
Yeah,
the series
so-
die. Come up with something new, Nintendo.
Nintendo does not do that.
Whatever.
They hang on to their IPs.
Why you gotta hate, Mark? Why you
Till
gotta hate
death
on
do
Star
them
Fox?
part.
Because they're trying to
Mario.
they tried to bring it back on 3DS. It's
That,
alright.
that was a 3D remake.
I know.
Of the 64 game, yeah.
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 We'll see. I mean, he's been gone for so long.
It's gonna sell a bazillion copies, dude.
It will.
It's Nintendo. It'll happen.
But since no one cares about Nintendo, let's move on
Yeah.
to the leaks about
I like
the
Nintendo.
Black Ops 2 menu.
Menu.
Hey, Tony, nobody cares.
I'd like a
I like
pizza
Nintendo.
with a side of fries.
So Black Ops 2 menu has a zombie story mode.
There's always been a story mode.
No,
Zombie?
like
Oh, like an actual
campaign.
campaign. That's gonna be
Zombies.
Ooh,
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
sexy.
I've pumped some hours into the zombie
Yeah.
modes of the games. I hope they revert back to the World at War-esque type thing, because I know a lot of people disagree with me on this as well, but the Black Ops kind of screwed it up. It's a lot different than World at War was.
How's it different?
I-
I want to.
It runs off because World at War actually runs off the Modern Warfare engine,
Yeah.
and then they remade another engine for Modern Warfare 2, which the Black Ops engine goes off of. So
You can thank
The-
Eve for Modern Warfare.
the entire gameplay is completely different.
Yeah.
There's different animations for knifing and doing stuff. Stuff's wrong. Like the gun actually doesn't pull as quick. The knifing, you have to be careful when you go in to stab a zombie, because you get the timing down from World at War on how they're going to swipe at you and try to bite you.
It's
But
different.
It just everything's wrong and different. It's not the same. So I don't know.
I've actually noticed that lately because I've been playing with my cousin and I've been knifing a zombie and somehow I just get downed.
Yeah.
It's just different because you're used to
They had
playing on
Commando
World
I
at
never
War.
played World of War though.
So-
That's the thing.
Oh well. then
So
you're just-
Exactly.
get
you're
World
just
at
a
War.
terrible
Let's
zombie
play.
player.
Let's
that's why
let's
she
all
got
play
knifed.
that this week.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Slackers.
Let's do it.
Well,
Every time I
I
say
don't-
let's play something, we never do it. Anyway, so the pictures in this website,
Nudes?
4 zombies on Black Ops 2.
Oh.
Yeah,
There's,
that's my kind of porn.
There's zombie survival, and with World at War, you could just go in by yourself, but now there's a specific single and a multiplayer section. There's also campaign. Where is it? Zombie survival says survive against hordes of the undead. Story, and then make your choice. So it's looking like there's going to be a zombie forge mode,
Make your choice.
Nice.
right?
Well, yeah, because the PC community spawned. Like, I know after World at War came out, there's actually a map pack out there somewhere on the torrents that actually has like 50 or 60 user created levels, which are all supposed to be very, very well done. There's this like cult following for these that is just insane.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice for them to have Forge, make your own levels.
That's why PC
And then-
games keeps games alive.
I don't know how much you've looked at this website, but you have multiplayer perks.
Oh,
There's a
don't do
screenshot
that.
of perk 1, 2, and 3.
See
One
that-
is Spy, Juggernaut, and Focus.
See, they're gonna screw it up.
Yeah.
I could see it already.
Also, goodbye to the St. Louis Blues. You are eliminated.
Nice.
Go
Fuck
on.
that.
Woo! I actually
got
thought they were
games.
going to win it this year. I was hoping they wouldn't.
Nope, they gone.
All right, moving on. PS4 hardware issues, which means we won't be seeing a PS4 in 2013.
I think this one's bullshit.
I do too.
I'm pretty much. We'll get into this a little bit more, I think, on our Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo coverage, respectively. But just real briefly, I think these are both going to be holiday 2013. I think next year E3 is going to be the big showcases for the PS4 and the next Xbox, whatever the hell they're going to call it, 720 or what have you, and then that'll give them 6 months to finish up, finalize, what have you, and then they'll start selling them around November. That's what I think is going to happen. I think
Yes.
you're looking at a year and a half from the new consoles. This year's Nintendo show. I mean,
Yeah.
they're showcasing the Wii U. It's their year. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. Last rumor for the week. Biggest rumor that happened, or at least that I saw. I don't care. This is the biggest rumor for me anyway.
Oh, yeah.
According to IGN, the next generation of Xbox is already being manufactured. And this, according to a source from IGN.
Yeah, I heard about this as well, but I heard it's a limited production run for testing and for
They
dev
gotta get
kits.
them out
and
to,
for they're for dev kits
yeah.
and testers to like stress test them and all that.
Yeah.
It's like a pre-run, like only 1,000 units or whatever are being made. That's what I heard. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they do that with every system. Anyway.
Yeah.
But so Xbox actually might be closer than we think.
I hope.
I hope so too.
You know,
I hope they just announce it for Christmas this year.
that'd be sweet if they're like, "Oh, we're not going to bring it up," and then E3 they just come out and they're like, "Bam, 720 out tomorrow in stores." What?
I'd literally cancel all my games for the 360 and just put it towards the next system.
Yeah.
So I don't think they can do that. They have to have like a light holiday seasons for it to, for that to happen. I think because it's just gonna.
I don't think they're going to do it because unless they sneak up and Halo 4 is actually on the 720 this whole time, you just don't do that. You don't put your
Not when you have this many titles coming out this year.
you don't put your biggest brand. You don't put your Mario against your new console though.
Yeah.
You just you don't fucking do it. You wait, you let the Halo 4 dust settle, and then you launch your new console. Plus, the way they've been doing Halo 1 and Halo 2 were on the first one, Halo 3 and Halo 4 were on this one, Halo 5 and 6 will be on the 720.
But I guess it would be perfect for the fact that you would have a shit ton of titles coming out for launch day. For if they would come out this year, that'd be awesome. That's why systems aren't doing so well. That Miyamoto even said it this week. It's because the launch titles suck.
Yeah, they're not system selling yet. Rock on.
I'm gonna get one of those dev kits.
Also, Alex, just like Ford Compatible Podcast. Welcome to.
Welcome to the podcast,
Yeah.
good friend. Are we? Is it that special time of the week?
To go back to Earthworm Jim? Got it.
Everybody's favorite time of the everybody's favorite time of the week.
It's Mr. Tony.
Tony.
Mr. Tony.
Tony.
Topic
of the week. That was awesome.
Oh, he's so gonna kill me.
Oh man,
Why do you always do that? That was actually really, really good.
Because it's so much fun. Do it again.
I'm not singing.
No,
that.
I'm not into it anymore.
It was really good. Joe ruined it.
Do it long enough so I can go take a piss and then come back and
It was so much fun. Anyway, Tony's topic of the week.
We're gonna have to tape Joe to the chair before we start.
Okay. First off, I'm going to re-explain what we do because I know some of you may have joined us a little late in the thing, and I haven't really explained my segment since we started the show. What I do is I actually don't tell my fellow podcasters what the topic of the week is
Because he's a jerk.
until we actually present it. So they go into this blindly every week. I actually get to know about their topics and their rumors, but they
And
never
then he
get to.
blindsides us because he's a jerk.
Because he's a jerk. So they actually don't know what we're talking about until I bring it up.
I'm gonna stiff arm him in the face next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that guy.
Okay.
Grab
so,
his face mask.
Throw a beer at him.
All right. So I just want to let everybody know that's how it works. So they really don't know. They walk into this blindly every week, but we'll move on with it. If you guys give me a sec to explain it. Okay, there's a major rumor going around for what's coming up at E3 with Microsoft about the possibility of them announcing a $99 Xbox 360.
Say what?
It's the actual 360, okay, the real one that they're going to package in, and they force you to buy Xbox Live with it. You have to make a 2-year commitment, and it costs $15 a month.
I've heard of it all. Because they were going into the price points of it, and it would cost more.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
This is our topic of the week, sir. There's lots to go about it. Okay, so basically, I'll do a quick overview because this IGN actually broke this to my knowledge, and they're probably the most reliable video game news website on the net. So this is probably going to get out to E3 if it does happen. Like I said, it's $99. It's going to be a $15 a month subscription, which, as you know, if you have Xbox Live, it's about $7 or $8 a month anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Unless you buy it by the year, and then it's $4.
Yeah.
okay, so then it's 4 or 5. But so basically, that $10 a month locked in for 2 years would accumulate them another $200. Plus, they're guaranteed to have you on Xbox Live for another 2 years. This is very similar to the model that like cell phones and tablets actually use. If you think about it, you buy your cell phone for $100, and they don't care that they're taking a hit at launch because they're locking you in at $100 price point per month or $80 or what have you, whatever you pay per month for the next 2 years. So it's really not that far of a stretch. That's from analyst Michael Pachter, the douchebag I hate, but this is one of the few things I actually agree with him on.
Oh,
So-
Tony's starting to like him, it sounds like.
No.
Nah,
So that means
Romance going.
with a 2-year commitment at $15 a month and $100 Xbox, it's $459
Exactly.
versus
get to-
$300. Just get the Xbox.
Well, if you're younger or you're on a tighter budget,
we're
if
going to be
you-
forced to sell those in the stores. No, just get
Yeah.
this one. Don't worry about it.
no. So, they could they'll end up taking a hit at first, but like the math shows, Microsoft will clearly come out ahead in the long run. So, initial reactions, gentlemen. What do you guys think about this?
Not gonna
That's what you
work.
get for playing with all my knobs.
that was loud.
No,
What do you
that's
do? You hit
I'm going to compress the shit out of that so you
that's-
don't hurt all of our listeners'
real
ears.
loud in the mic.
That is what you get, sir.
Dick.
Yeah. That was like our best song intro, like of the week.
I know.
of the show.
You guys really don't know.
I do know.
It was so good.
It was so good.
Did you make it sound all weird and creepy too? Did you go
Not
all the way
that bad.
down?
No,
That
I
just
only
sounds
went
like
halfway.
a rapist.
Yeah, I know. But you are a rapist, so
good. Okay, so initial reactions. What do you guys think about this? Try not to skip ahead. I do have
Not gonna
most-
work.
I can't not skip ahead.
Like they like that price point needs to be low. Like $100 is fine. That's a great selling price. But that monthly subscription thing needs to either come with something on top of it, or you're gonna need to lower it. Like you can't have them charge more. Like you need to make it a deal to get actually.
You need to turn it into like PlayStation Plus and give out free games every month.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's like that,
Something.
that might be worth it.
Which actually for me just renewed yesterday.
Well, I don't think $15 a month is that bad.
No, it's not.
But when
It's-
you total it up to what you would be paying normally with just getting the $300 Xbox or $200 Xbox
Well, you-
on top of the monthly
got-
subscription.
You got to keep in mind this isn't for us. This is for people who don't have the $300
Get better
all,
jobs.
all,
Budget,
all
college
at one
kids.
time. Yeah, all at one time to go out and buy the console because that's clearly the better option.
You know, people who are paying.
This is for somebody who gets the $100 gift card to Best Buy,
Oh, yeah.
who can't buy the $300 console but can buy it, and they can swing $15 a month.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're getting Xbox Live anyway,
Yeah.
it's really not that horrific of a deal.
No.
I don't know. I think it could work, but I don't know why this stuff. Or actually, we'll get to that in a minute. Okay.
Just quit jumping ahead, Tony.
Yeah, stop it, Tony. Jesus.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Now this brings up an interesting point. This whole scheme, this whole whatever, what have you. Does this mean that new models and upgrades will be available every 2 years, like they do with cell phones?
Ooh.
Right?
No.
Wait, what'd you say?
Like think of how your cell phone is. Don't they kind of try to talk you into re-signing? Like this could be like, just picture the cell phone market here, but on Microsoft's aspect, where like your contract's running up, and they're like, ooh, but check out this new nice fancy phone we have now. Why don't you upgrade to this for another $100? And then don't worry about it. You just sign another 2 or 3 year contract, but don't even think about that. Look at this nice new shiny console you're getting for only $100 more dollars.
Yeah. I don't know how they'd be able to swing it very well, but
That part I just thought was interesting. I don't think they can do that because, well, they kind of can with like slim models and whatnot.
Oh yeah. Or like the modded ones with the Halo Reach. Throw that in there.
Yeah,
Throw
with the
the
new
gears.
skin, the new skins on it. That could be interesting.
Yeah. Or even just get a regular slim but add the whole sticker.
You know what they should do?
faceplates.
Make the Xbox free and charge $25 a month.
no.
They would actually make more money,
Oh.
Yeah, I agree.
and then you'd have a lot more people on Xbox.
the problem with that is, I think, is the credit.
What credit?
Unless you have to I don't know how that'd work. Who the hell would turn down an Xbox then?
Right.
And
You
it
would
would
also
also-
have to sign a contract.
It would also kill the used console market completely.
Yes, it would.
Like, it'd be like, who the hell's going to get a used one when they're brand new for free?
Yes, it would.
So, yeah, that's another interesting point. Okay, here's another thing I wanted to bring up. What about some kind of warranty that they could bring up with this. Because think of your cell phone. There's like
$7 Sprint insurance.
Exactly. But instead of stuff like on us, you know how like your phone charger or your battery is warranted, like actual parts of the phone. What if Microsoft starts? Did I just call it Microsoft?
I think so.
Yeah.
Microsoft was able to implement some kind of warranty as well on like the headsets that are included,
Which no one uses.
the controllers.
Which
with
no
the
one
battery
has their
packs.
original controller.
I do.
But what if
For the
what if
system,
they were
yeah.
dumb enough to implement something like that, and then you can just keep returning your Xbox and get new controllers? That alone would be worth the $15 price point. The way I go through them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Xbox controllers, anybody know what the those shiny ones come out?
Never.
Like a month.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it too far away?
Nothing's gotten picked up this entire time.
No, there's no Tyler in the entire podcast.
God damn.
Okay, here's a big interesting question. Do you guys think that this is like a trial period for something that can possibly be being looked at for the PS4 and the Xbox 720? What if instead of releasing those things for $599 we actually what if these systems come out at $150 or $200, but they make you sign up for PS Plus for 2 or 3 years, or they make you sign up for Xbox Live for 2 or 3 years? Would this be
That
something?
could be like a different model too. Almost
Yeah.
like how they do the 3G model, or like all the handhelds, like
Like
the
a-
3G model, the Wi-Fi model. It would be the exact same thing, except there could be a huge price difference between you have to sign up for PlayStation Plus or Gold, or
Like
I would probably end up getting the cheaper system and paying more per month.
like
It's interesting, right?
I would.
It's like a whole weird concept. What if because we're all going to get Xbox Live anyway when the next console comes
Yeah.
out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if you can save all that money up front and just pay an extra $5 a month for Xbox Live and not feel it as much, I don't know. I don't even know what I'd do.
You know what would be bad if both systems came out in the same month?
Oh.
But what if they both offered this $200 discount to just sign up?
Oh shit.
See, and then you can buy them both for the price of one, but just have to pay a little bit more for the respected online services.
Okay, let's move on.
Very interesting, though, right?
No, it's good.
I don't know. Okay. Okay. The other thing that's been surfacing that I kind of want to throw in here, I don't want to get too off subject with this, but the other thing that PlayStation's actually looking into right now, another big rumor that's surfacing, is something that they're going to announce at E3 is PlayStation Plus tiering.
Don't do it.
Don't do what?
PlayStation
tiering.
tiers.
I think it sounds kind of cool, but this could be another testing period to getting into this to see if people will go with this, because they're actually like the one that we're signed up to. I think is the top notch one. There can also be one that's like $3 a month, and they'll just give you, you know how I remember before I had PlayStation Plus, I was super jealous about the automatic updates.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
so
Stuff like
nice.
that. And they're thinking of just being like $2 or $3 a month for like a partial PlayStation Plus.
So like the automatic updates, maybe like one game for free,
Something maybe just like the minis or something.
and then mostly discounts.
Then there's going to be like a mid-tier one, which is $4 or $5 a month or whatever, what have you. That's going to offer some of the games, and then the big one that's $6 or $7. They're going to start handing you a AAA title every month, a big full $60 retail game. So there's actually supposed to be 3 tiers. So this could be like implemented into the next one. This could be like a trial to see if people are willing to do this, because if they are, then there could be 3 or 4 different ways to pay for your new PlayStation.
This whole trial thing, it's actually a good idea, because if it works, they can keep going with it. If it doesn't, they can just stop it, drop it, instead of just throwing it out there, having it flop, get fucked over.
That's why I think they're trying to sneak it in right now before the next consoles launch. That's why I actually think this is true. It'll be like a PlayStation Home, you know?
Yeah.
They tried it.
didn't work.
Didn't work. That's it. It's done.
There's so many people still on there.
Yeah, I
PlayStation Home is awful.
I know, but there's so many people.
I don't see
on
a
it.
point.
I played it for half an
I played The
hour.
Sims.
I did bowling, and that was it. I was like,
And
all right.
I was playing this Pirate Cove game the other day. It's actually kind of cool. You're like on a pirate ship, and all you do is hit X or circle to go different turrets, and there's 2 or 3 guys on a boat with you, and you just blow up bombs on this, or blow cannonballs at opposing ships that are.
Oh,
it's
man.
real people. It's kind of fun. This is the only PlayStation Home game I've
Like,
ever enjoyed.
I know they've been trying to get it. Like they've given you rooms for different games. They've given you outfits and stuff, but they just
it's just
gotta
not good.
they gotta make it better. They gotta give Maybe throwing trophies.
No?
I don't know.
Yeah, you fucking trophy tramp.
I am. I'm sorry, but that's just how I roll.
All right, I only got a couple more points to bring up, so we're fucking flying down this. This is great.
That's good.
No, this is good because we needed a shorter topic of the week this
We
week
did.
to make up for Mark.
Yeah.
Jesus.
7 minutes over, good sir.
Okay. Do you guys actually think this is the way of the future then? Could this be? Because this is, keep in mind, this is still a rumor. This is all speculation, but I felt this was a big enough story coming up.
You know, it could be going, like the way the whole industry has been going is this free to play model, and this is a, I mean, it's not going to be,
it's an ode to free to play.
but it's a cheaper version, pay monthly, possibly. Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. Like, I could definitely see it happening, and it's really going to come down to the fact of how much do you save and how much do you lose by doing the monthly,
And how much you're going to hurt GameStop's sales.
Oh, fuck GameStop, you'll be fine.
Well, I think the big picture is it's always going to cost more. It's like buying a car. If you buy a $20,000 car cash, you're done. You can buy it for $150 a month for the next 6 years, though, and it's going to come out to don't check my math on that. I'm just spitting out numbers, but it'll come out to like $25,000 because you're paying it little by little every month. Yeah. So it's obviously going to cost more, but if you take an inflation into account, I mean, the dollar's not worth the same as it was 5 years ago. So in 5 more years, if you're agreeing to some big long-term thing with Xbox, the way inflation actually works against them is it might actually end up coming out in your favor. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Joseph?
I'm playing Cannibal. But no,
So distracted.
I am very easily distracted. We were actually talking about Cannibal earlier today when we were at Chipotle having lunch.
It's true.
No, I'm playing the original, not the PS3 version, obviously.
Are you going into the topic of the week at any point?
Yes.
Are you leading into something?
Yes. What was the original question? That'll spark my memory.
Do you think that this whole thing is the actual way?
Interest rates. No, I think, honestly, I think this might actually be a good move for Microsoft and Sony to release consoles at a cheaper price and charge more for Xbox Live, PlayStation Plus, whatever. They're going to make more money in the end. It's going to hurt our pockets less in the beginning.
We're also grown-ups. We have the ability to go out. It's going to suck. Nobody wants to dish out that $500 that month.
Yeah, no, but
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'd rather dish out a few more extra bucks a month and have the system for cheaper to begin with. It's just like my phone. Like, I spent $200 on my phone. I could have just bought it flat out for
$600
yeah, something like that.
and not have to sign an agreement.
Right.
Exactly.
And then I wouldn't have been
Locked in for 2 years.
I was going to say have Sprint tie a rope around my nuts, but okay, yeah.
Yes. Yes. I also think it's the way of the future. Like for us, like if this gets announced at E3 and they're like November release point, I got 5 months to save $100 each month to buy a $500 console. It's not a big deal. You know, I have jobs. I'm an adult. I'm working. It's cool. For a
Working
child,
is not
It's an
cool.
adult.
for a child or somebody who doesn't have as stable of a job or what have you, this could actually.
I thought he was going to say stable vagina.
I think this is a great selling point for them. I think this will actually help pump out a lot more systems.
yeah.
I know this would have helped the Vita and the 3DS. If you could have got the Vita for like $100 or the 3DS, I even would have picked up the 3DS for $100. And then Nintendo had their little. They don't really have an online community, but if they were like $5 a month for 2 years, they would have came out ahead. And I might have actually gotten it then. And with the Vita, I would have rather have paid significantly less when I bought it because I have PlayStation Plus anyway. I should
Yeah, PlayStation Plus. Why aren't you giving me free Vita games?
Yeah, suck on that, Sony.
Or let me transfer my shit that I get off the PlayStation to my Vita.
Well, they're actually. Oh, that was a big rumor we missed this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they're working on them for the PS1s to get them on the Vitas.
Oh, good. So I can play
PS1.
Crash and Spyro and all that other fun.
No, I would
No, those
just
won't come over because they're PlayStation Plus games for free.
Screw that.
no.
Yeah.
That's what I would like on my Vita is my PlayStation Plus shit.
Fine.
Like I'm still.
not going to
Okay,
heck.
no, that's not the point. I gave them more money for a Vita.
Shut up and take my money.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So why can't I play the free games I'm getting on my
I don't know,
PlayStation
'cause
on my
I'm
Vita
not-
instead?
I'm not
I'm not that guy.
Highs Harus, the CEO of
Haru?
Sony. I can't say his fucking name.
That was the name of my pet in World of Warcraft. Was Haru?
Okay, I got 2 more for us. Let's tear it through them then. Are we
Through it.
happy or upset? And is this even a factor for us?
No, because like in my opinion, I'd more than like the way it sounds right now. I'd more than likely do the higher priced one for the less monthly payment.
Just get out of the way like you always have.
Yeah, that'd just be me. I have the money to just put it out there right then, and
Depends on financial situations. I would probably do it too, unless I was kind of hurting for money.
Yeah.
Slightly hurting.
I'm really happy with this. It gives us more options at the time. I'm probably going to do what I've always done as well, which is, or maybe I can get one and do one the other way. Like if they both release Holiday 2013, who's got $1,000 to blow on consoles?
Me.
You know what I mean? Well, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I would only be getting one at first,
But you know what I'm saying? Like, what if you could pick up one for $400 and get the other one for $100? Plus, I'm going to sign up for both anyway. I'm hooked on PlayStation Plus now.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are.
If they fixed their actual online servers, it's way better than Xbox done. That's the only problem. Just the multiplayers. That's all Xbox has anymore, dude. Don't shake your head in disgust at me.
Xbox
all
still
they
has party chat.
And party that you know that's coming on PS4. That's the number one
Yeah.
complaint. It's the number one complaint against them. But that's it, dude. PlayStation, like, what the hell's Xbox give us every month? Nothing.
It's true.
Just steady servers.
Yeah.
Xbox, give me free games.
Yeah. But I mean, if PlayStation fixes that aspect, then I think PlayStation Network's going to be the far superior next gen. If they fix that.
Fix your controllers too. God damn it.
Yeah. Don't go with that tried and true method that's proven successful for the last 16 years, because Joe despises it.
It's true.
That is reason enough to redesign.
It's true. Thinking about getting that $40 controller shaped like Xbox One.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
I know. They make them. Luckily, PS3 picks up Bluetooth. You can get a 3D aftermarket that's designed after the 360 that'll be picked up by the PlayStations.
Yeah,
But it's third party, and I don't like third party controllers.
me either. But maybe I could get someone to wire me an Xbox controller that'll work on Bluetooth.
Yeah. Sorry, what?
That'd be cool.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I know people have done it.
All right, that's all I got. If you guys want to do some final thoughts, that we tore through that. I liked it. See, I'm trying to get these narrowed down. These are working. 20, 25 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't get into those 45-minute discussions anymore. Those are raping us.
So, listeners, I'm going to try something new with my peoples here and get game audio with our player reactions. And I'll post it on YouTube. Tell us what you think next week.
God, we need video. I
Yeah.
want video. Give me
I want video too. I just don't have the
Let's go
capture
out
card.
and get a capture card right now.
Go.
Right now.
All right, I'm gone.
Also, Best Buy is probably closed.
Nope,
It's
5:14.
Sunday. Everything.
Oh,
closes
You
early.
got 45 minutes. Go.
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 They don't have capture cards. I was there. I looked for a capture card. No
This guy doesn't
capture
have
cards.
anything.
I asked the
This
guy. He's
sucks.
like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm looking for a capture card." He's like, "I don't know what that is." And he walked away. I'm like,
Did he
"Thanks,
walk?
Best Buy."
Did he walk up and make all those hand gestures that you were just doing?
Oh yeah, he
He floated up like a
he did an
Egyptian
arm
princess. Just
He's like, "I'm on drugs." Can I help you? Oh, you're blown away this way. That's Best Buy for you.
Oh man.
all right. You guys want to get some final thoughts in? Close the show out.
Yeah, go do it. I don't know. I like the systems that come out this year. I have the money right now.
I wanted them to
willing
come out
go
yesterday.
Throw them.
I got money now too.
Like,
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no. I mean, I would like them out this year. I'm pretty sure it'll be next year.
Mhm.
But put them out there. It just there's a bunch of established series now that'll be continuing on. So, put them on the holiday next year. You'll have 5-6 AAA titles that are going to sell a few million copies right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way everything's lining up, I think it's going to be quite the launch. I think they're not going to make the same mistake. At least Microsoft won't. I don't know. Sony's pretty atrocious with their launches, and then they catch up later. But I mean, Xbox. If you look at just the way they could have everything lined up, it'll be their 2-year development for Forza 5. The new Gears of War, their 2-year development will line up right with next holiday. The Call of Duty will be coming out that year, and if they stop support for the 360,
My God, it's
You know
like
how
they
many
planned everything.
you know how many systems that'll sell if they're like, well, the 360 Call of Duty's not coming out this year on it. You have to get it on the 720 for that November. You know how many systems that'll sell alone? That'll line up
Oh,
with
yeah.
it. Plus, the new Batman game could come out right around then. It's just like ridiculous with what they have. They could also have Halo 2 remade, or even if they can get a 1 year turnaround, they can even get Halo 5 ready by next season.
Don't do that.
Well, they've been on a 1 year cycle.
Take your time.
Because they pumped out Reach 2 years ago. Then last year was Anniversary. This year was
just
Halo
a
4.
remake.
It still took some work and development hours.
Still, take your time with the new games.
Who knows? Well, dude, they could be working on it since last year. We don't know. Especially Microsoft Studios, they're going to get their own system first. I just like with Twisted Pixel, probably have a couple little things out. People are probably
another underrated company.
People are probably working on their Connect 2 shit right now, and
gross.
And I'm not even thinking outside the box at third party titles.
There's a box.
Yeah,
you're a box.
All right.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think Batman would probably be like 2014.
I don't think so.
I think so.
2009, 2011, 2 year cycle. 2013. Suck on that, Tyler.
Yeah.
Well, it was end of 2011.
Yeah, but it was end of 2009.
Whatever.
It's a 2 year cycle.
Fine. Whatever.
So it'd be the end of 2013. Maybe not, but maybe. What else? Maybe the new Alan Wake 2.
Yeah,
that could have enough time. See what I'm saying? Fable 4. Everything could coincide with this launch of next fall. It could be really, really good if they do it right. Sony, on the other hand, they could do it as well. They could. I mean, what do you got? You got Gran Turismo 6 that they could launch. The new Ratchet and Clank has been a while.
Dude, it's going to take them like 12 years to get Gran Turismo 6.
They should just start 2 years ago.
Yeah. Get in your TARDIS.
Do it.
All right, let's get out of here.
Okay. Cut me off again, dick. Anybody else got any final thoughts? Anyway, I think this will work. I think it's good that they're implementing a second thing. If this happens to be true, I think it's a good move on both their behalves. I know it sounds kind of like a ripoff, but how else are they going to make their money back? They can't give you a system for $99 and then still charge you the $5 a month that everybody else pays. That's not fair to everybody else. So there has to be some give and take on both, depending on what side you go on. Also, keep in mind that consoles are only coming out like every 7 years now. So if they only make you pay that $15 a month for the first 2 years, and after that you're all square, then it can drop to the $4 a month for the 3rd through 7th year that you're normally paying. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it that way too. You're not paying $15 a month.
Almost.
You're not paying $15 a month permanently. You're just paying it for your first initial, what have you, 2 years, 2.5 years, whatever they make you agree to. So, or what if there's even a third system where it's like, like you were saying, pay $25 for the first year, or pay $15 for the first 2 years, $10 for the first 3 years.
What is this, NHL contracts?
Yes.
Front load them?
Yes. Or buy everything at once and just pay $5 a month. See what I'm saying? There's a lot. This is sneaky.
Pay $50 a month.
This is
very,
very
that.
Yeah.
That'd be
sneaky.
$1 for the console. Pay $50 a month for the first year.
Yep, that'd be an NHL contract right there.
Done.
True story.
So that's all I got.
That's all I got.
Yeah, nothing else.
Okay, this has been episode 13. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be here same time next week.
Boobs.
Tits. Something about hand jobs.